Just ahead on CTV News tonight, a conversation on the rise of juvenile crime. What can be done?
It really is going to be something that I want to be impactful so people feel like they were heard and listened to and not just talked at.
Plus, county police are under fire once again. And it's a day to give back. All that and more up next on CTV News.
Good evening, I'm Byron Scott with the CTV News Update. Well, in response to the rising crime committed by juveniles, Prince George's County Council member Ingrid Watson is hosting a community forum tonight at Bowie State University in hopes of finding county leaders from police to school and the state's attorney's office will be on hand, along with state officials. Residents also have a chance to ask questions that contribute to the development of solutions.
What I see on the news has just been very concerning to me, especially when it comes to juvenile crime. So I'm just very disheartened, very discouraged by what I see on a daily basis. And I felt like I had to do something. And, you know, a lot of people say, well, what's another crime form going to do? Well, it's a start, you know, where we can get together as a community and talk about recommendations and solutions and proposals, whatever we can do to help to mitigate this problem, this serious problem we're having with crime right now.
The forum is open to the public and takes place from 6 to 8 p.m. at the Student Center Ballroom. For those who can't make it in person, it will be live streamed on Councilwoman Watson's Facebook page. CTV will be there tonight and bring you more on the story tomorrow. Well, 4 roommates file a $16 million federal lawsuit against the Prince George's Police Department and 3 county officers. The suit alleges that 3 officers, Jason Ball, Joseph Mahanda, and Anthony Jackson, entered an apartment of 4 roommates illegally and used excessive force. This all happened in an apartment building on the 1600 block of Allison Street in June of 2021. The officers' body camera video, and cell phone video by their roommates shows the officers allegedly pointing their weapons at several women living in the home and pushing them. The suit also alleges that an officer's weapon was fired at one of the roommates' dogs named Henny.
I just want everyone to understand the terrible tragedy that happened to us all. And Henny and I will not stop telling her story until we get justice. Henny was the most uploving, upbeat friend I ever known. And tragically, she was murdered by the PG police, only an arm reach away.
Prince George's County, and you'll see this in our lawsuit, has habitually used a rubber stamp in reviewing uses of police force.
The Falcon Murphy law firm is representing the 4 roommates. While a top state leader pays a visit to his alma mater high school in Capitol Heights today, Maryland Treasurer Derek E. Davis spoke with students at Central High School for his 2nd annual Derek E. Davis Day of Service. Davis gave words of encouragement to the seniors, as many of them are getting ready for life after graduation. The teens also had a chance to ask Davis questions about his life choices as a young person, his college experience, and his current role as state treasurer.
They have their whole world available to them right in front of them. I want them to study hard. I want them to work hard. I want them to have a sense of community, a sense of not only receiving, but in this season, a sense of thanksgiving, and just know that we're here, we got their back in anything that they wish to do.
The event was in partnership with the county's Office of Community Relations. Well, Prince George's police arrest 3 men in connection with a fatal shooting in Landover Hills. Here are the suspects: 47-year-old Ares Lopez, 20-year-old Omar Valdez Renatos, and 20-year-old Herman Escobar Hernandez. All 3 are from Lanham. They're accused of killing 45-year-old Federico Cruz Ojeda. Police were called to the 7100 block of Webster Street on Thanksgiving. That's where they found Ojeda suffering from gunshot wounds. He was taken to an area hospital where he died. Police say that victim and the suspects knew each other. And you're watching CTV News. I'm Byron Scott. After the break, the city of Greenbelt comes together to remember a public servant. We'll have details. Stay tuned.
Dear Santa, people who support Shriners Hospitals for Children is all I want for Christmas this year. Their support help kids like Katie run and play, Go to loveshiners.org right now.
Welcome back. Family, friends, and constituents held a vigil last night for a Greenbelt City Council member. 41-year-old Rick Gordon died suddenly late Saturday night. Dozens of people attended the vigil at Roosevelt Center in Greenbelt. Gordon, who was first elected back to council in 2021, was remembered as a loving, kind person who cared deeply about the residents of Greenbelt. CTV spoke with his wife of 10 months.
The love is here. The support is shown in great numbers. It's wonderful that he's receiving the love that he gave to the community.
Gordon's cause of death has not yet been released. Well, a local Marine who was murdered last week is being remembered for his selflessness. 45-year-old Darnell Stanley was shot and killed Friday on the 600 block of Audrey Hill Lane in Oxon Hill. Investigators say he was shot numerous times and was pronounced dead at the scene. Family and friends have been rallying to raise money for Stanley, who they say spent his years helping his fellow veterans get the medical treatment they needed to live full, happy, and productive lives following their time in the military. And Governor Wes Moore has announced a $1 million in additional state funding for hate crime prevention measures. Local organizations that serve protected classes and religious institutions are eligible for funding to hire security for their facilities. And while with the funds, the organizations may receive up to $40,000 in grant funding to protect themselves against hate crimes. Organizations interested in applying for the grants can do so at the website on your screen. Applications will be processed through January 10th. And the new Bladensburg Library officially opened today. Construction went faster than anticipated, and the first floor is now open to the public, which includes adult book stacks, open desks, and the children's section. The 22,000 square foot building reflects the area's history as a port town. For library hours, you can go to the website at pgcmls.info. And now Simon Buggs has a preview of the Tuesday Sports page.
Hey everyone, and coming up in sports, Bowie State men's basketball coach Daryl Brooks talks about how the culture has evolved during his tenure. That and more coming up in a bit. Don't go anywhere.
Even the mighty might not see it coming. It's prediabetes, and it captures 1 in 3 adults. But you can escape. Take the 1-minute prediabetes risk test to know where you stand and prevent or delay type 2 diabetes. Be your own hero on smartphones everywhere at doihaveprediabetes.org.
The Prince George's County Home Ownership Assistance Program will now offer up to $25,000 in cash assistance toward the purchase of a new home. A pathway to purchase is a 0% interest loan program to help eligible first-time home buyers with down payments and closing costs on homes anywhere in Prince George's County. For the loans to be forgiven, the new homeowners must live in the home for 10 years. For more information on the home ownership program, call 301-883-5456. And the Bowie Center for the Performing Arts is presenting the timeless Charles Dickens classic, A Christmas Carol, this weekend. Stage crews were on hand this afternoon preparing for the performances. The play, A Christmas Carol, is a story of Ebenezer Scrooge, ghosts, and redemption. The play, adapted by and directed by Christopher Dwyer, taps into local talent.
So we created this program called the Community Chorus, which is a group of community volunteers who play some small roles in the play, but they also sing Christmas carols. In shows that I do, I like to really infuse it with live music. So we have live music coming from our Community Chorus, and then we have 8 actors. Some of them actually do live in Prince George's County. One of them, our Ebenezer Scrooge, actually lives in Bowie. So he lives around the corner. And his son is in the play too, playing Turkey Boy. He's a 5-year-old. You know, it's a goal of mine to see generations of families sort of pass through this as we go into the 2nd and 3rd year of this production.
The performances are set for this Friday at 7 p.m., Saturday at 2 p.m., and Sunday at 3. For information on tickets, go to bowiecenter.org.
Okay everyone, it's time for your Tuesday sports page. It's important for student athletes to succeed not only on the court, but also in the classroom. And that's a huge priority for Bowie State men's basketball coach Darryl Brooks. Brooks is in his 15th season as the head coach of this team, and he talked about the emphasis he's put on academics since he's been here.
You know, the biggest thing when I came in, because they were winning games, you know, they were winning games. The biggest thing that we wanted to bring in was a sense of academics first, you know, being able to develop the whole person, because these are guys that look like me, had similar, you know, upbringing like I did, walked the same campus, lived in the same dorm. So it's really, really personal to me that they get the total atmosphere of being a college athlete.
Brooks and the rest of the Bulldogs will take the court next versus Cheney University of Pennsylvania tomorrow at 7 o'clock. Moving on to more college hoops news, the UMD men's basketball team has a solid record to begin the season as they are currently 3-3. But one area the team needs to improve on is three-point shooting. Some players touched on the team's shooting slump, and here's what they had to say.
I would just say just stepping in confidently. I feel like sometimes we're just thinking a lot about our shots, not playing inside out as well. So make sure we get in the paint and then kicking out for shots, make sure our footwork's right. It's just all the little stuff. We're all good shooters, and I feel like they're going to fall eventually. It's just confidence and really just working on our basic techniques.
I mean, I just feel like everybody feel the pressure of us needing to hit shots, so it's kind of getting to us mentally during the game. I feel like everybody on the team feel like they need to step up on the offensive end, making shots and just taking accountability. So it's a little bit of pressure probably getting to us. I mean, I know me, I'm trying to step up, and a little bit of pressure I've been in my head for a little bit, so I'm trying to get out of that, get out of my shooting slump.
The Terps will be in action tonight as they match up against Ryder at 7 o'clock. And that is your Tuesday sports page. Simon Buggs, CTV Sports.
Well, yesterday was Cyber Monday, and today is Giving Tuesday. It's a global effort to help people give to their favorite charity. Here at CTV, we are a nonprofit organization with several community impact initiatives that give back to the community. CTV, Give to CTV, will help empower the next generation of storytellers, enhance our internship program, and television production training. You can go to our website or our social media page and scan the QR code to support Give to CTV. And a quick check now on our 3-day weather forecast. Tonight, mostly clear with cold winds with a low of 22 degrees. Wednesday, sunny with a high of 40. Thursday, mostly sunny with temps reaching 52 during the day. Friday, rain all day with a high of 53. And that's our news for tonight. I'm Byron Scott. See you tomorrow night. Good night.
The programming here at CTV, Prince George's Community Television, is unique. It is a representation of the community. And I think that it's really important because it's one of the few stations where you actually get to hear the voices of the residents. Why give to CTV? I think that if you're looking to give back to a nonprofit organization that gives back to the community, it would be a great partnership. There are so many areas that you could have a direct effect on the community.
You should give to CTV because CTV is one that gives back to their community. So anything that you pour into them, they'll definitely pour back out into the community tenfold.
It gives an opportunity for students like myself to, at the very least, get their foot in the door, get realistic experience.
They really provide young people with tools and hands-on experience to better their craft, help them further their career, network.
Our training classes, our internship classes. There's just so many ways that giving back could help the community.
Their internship program's amazing. You learn so much, and they're not afraid to challenge you, and they're not afraid to give you the reins and allow you to do work and figure out where you're at in the field.
We show a lot of the heart and soul within the community, so you get to see a lot of yourself through CTV News that you often don't see anywhere else.
CTV would be a great organization to partner up with because we actually are pouring back into the community. This facility is for the people and by the people.